So, um, since you use Uber usually, how much do you usually spend, like say per month, on transportation?
Obviously less than 500.
Less than
Obviously, I think I spend around like 300.
300. Okay.
Yeah, for taxis and Uber or Grab car. Yeah.
Do you find that to be a big part of your spending? Is it a big chunk of your spending?
It's not a big chunk of my spending because my spending is mainly on food.
Okay.
and like shopping, clothes, and everything.
So because Gojek also has services for food and shopping and everything, do you use those services?
Yeah, I use GoFood a lot as a
So,
service.
since you buy food a lot, would you say that your spending through GoFood is high? Do you know approximately how much?
It's not high, but it's not small either. Like for the service itself, like GoFood, I have to pay like 15,000 for delivery. I think in that sense, I spend maybe 100,000 to 200,000 per month for GoFood service. But as for the food, it's another thing.
Okay. When you think of online transport, what brands do you think of?
Gojek, obviously, and then Grab, Uber, yeah, those three.
Okay, but the first would be Gojek.
The first would be Gojek.
Gojek.
Yeah.
So, even though you use Uber more than Gojek, you still think of Gojek first as a brand.
As a brand, yeah.
Okay. How often you use online transport? Not only Gojek, just any kind of online transport.
Once a week. Yeah. Once a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Once a week.
How often do you use Gojek?
Gojek, GoFood, maybe. Okay. If I concentrate on GoFood. Yeah, also once a week, once to twice a week.
Once to twice a week. Okay.
To order food.
To order food. How long have you used Gojek?
Roughly around a year, since 2015. I remember the first time I knew Gojek as a service was actually through a magazine. I was reading it on Go Girl, and I was like, oh, this is an interesting app, because I'm an avid reader of Go Girl, and I read a lot of those things, and I was like, oh, it's interesting. And then I downloaded the app, and then I was like, oh, and then I recommended it to my friends.
Okay. So, when you first made initial discovery of Gojek, did you immediately try it out, or did you wait for your friends to recommend it, or?
I didn't wait for my friends to recommend it, but a lot of people talked about it, and so that sparked my interest to try the app.
So how long was it from when you first discovered it to when you tried it?
A month or two, maybe. Around there. It's a long time ago.
It is a long
really
time
remember,
ago.
Yeah.
So I have a range of services here.
Yeah.
How would you rate these from 1 to 8 in order? Okay, I want to check.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Let's try to stop in the end. Or my brother or sister can. I don't.
Okay, I'll say this one.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
Most important, politeness is number one.
Politeness is number one.
Politeness is number one. Safety is number two.
Okay.
Price is number three. Hygiene, number four. Okay, easy to use application is number 5. Response time is number 6. Substitutability is number 7, and complete range of services number 8.
Okay. Talking about the complete range of services, do you use all of Gojek services, or what do you use?
I use GoFood, GoSend. I I use GoFood and GoSend. Yeah,
Okay.
those two things. See,
The most, yeah.
the most. I don't remember if I've ever used the other services, because if I did, maybe I only used once.
Okay.
Gitu. Yeah.
So before Gojek had GoFood or GoSend, when you made Initial Discovery, they already had those.
They already had
Those
GoFood and GoRide at the time. Only two of those.
Okay.
And GoMart. Yeah.
So would you say from 1 to 4, 1 being complete and 4 being incomplete, how would you say the range of services of Gojek? Is it complete or incomplete? What do you think? Like extremely complete, like you can't believe they have like a nail salon on there, or are you like?
Yeah. Obviously, if I compare it to their competitors, like Grab, right? Like especially Grab, I think it's the only
Direct competitor.
Direct competitor that they have. Obviously, Gojek's completeness in their product line would be 1.
Okay.
Right. Most complete.
What about in general? Like, do you have some services that you think Gojek should have but they don't, or?
For now, I don't know. I can think about.
Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing comes to mind, but actually they can improve more on their services, the existing services, rather than expanding. Because I think they have enough product line. You know, like I can't believe they actually have GoTix where you can actually buy concert tickets from there.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, and that's actually very out of the box.
Yeah.
For me, you know.
Okay. In terms of prices, what do you think of it? Like, is it too high? Is it low? Is it just low enough?
For GoFood, it's standard ya. Terus delivery, kalau food delivery in restaurants in Indonesia itu biasanya kan ada yang gratis, ada yang maybe 10,000 and 15,000. Terus Gojek kan harganya juga 15,000 kan. I'd say itu it's standard, so it's reasonable juga.
Okay. Do you think the price of say GoFood, because that's what you use most, is worthy of the quality of its service, or is it too high or too low?
In terms of service quality, in terms of timeliness gitu, kayak misalnya mereka cepat atau enggak datangnya foodnya, I think masih bisa mungkin di-improve sih kalau in terms of service-nya gitu.
Okay.
Untuk if I pay 15,000 sebenarnya it's actually considered